no flex. The live is 1 in the 6. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this Thursday morning. What's today, Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday morning. Oh, it's time to bleed. It is time to bleed. A lot of people are going to be upset with this. But you know I'm here to bring the truth. I'm going to paint this entire picture the way it's supposed to be. I'm going to bring y'all back, and I'm going to bring you up to speed. I'm going to leave it up to you to figure out what's being done here. I don't do anything without a purpose. I'll get to that in a second. Dwayne Jones, Adrian Bay, Eric Holt, Pink Medals. Salute, sis. The brothers UK in the building. King Corleone, Viva tu Vida. Ketty Peeps, Land of 216, MP, what the fuck? Stormy B-Man, the Sensei. Go subscribe to Stormy B-Man, the Sensei. He got something cooking for y'all this Friday. Mock my words. Mock my words. Gregory X, Ern Jordan, King Vonnie, Tay-Tay, Long Island in the building. Daryl Alexander, Kevin Dunbar, Robert Singleton, Pompey Fight Nation, Mark Booker, King the Bad Guy, Dill Spoolie, Akando, what's good? Boss Red, what up? DOG, CB Sports TV in the building, what's good? Thomas, my man, what's good? Denny, what up? All right, let me get to this because I want to get off on time today. First of all, shout out to the family. And shout out to the people that got brains in those skulls. World Combat Sports in the mother effing building. Go subscribe to my brother, World Combat Sports. What's good, Scotty? Mel Lane, Jay Walk, salute. Now, Pete, you know I got to touch on this. I touched on it a little bit yesterday. And even after I touched on it, I did something yesterday. And like the foolish mortals, the clowns beating on the door that can't get into the castle. You know what the trolls are? The trolls are like, you know, you see a cartoon. You remember when Yosemite Sam was a knight? Woke, what up? Trying to get inside the castle that Bugs Bunny was in. And he's standing out there. And when Bugs let the drawbridge down and cracked him on the head and made him shorter than what he was on some cartoon stuff, check it out. Yesterday, I put out an 11-minute and 30-second troll video. And I spoke with conviction. Birdman, salute, Jay West. 11 minutes and 30 seconds. There was some truth in it, but there was obvious trolling in the video. And I posted it. And I said, let me see something. Let me see exactly who's beating on the door trying to get in. And like a bunch of dolts, go to that comment section and I start seeing names that I never seen before. A lot of them are their troll accounts. Jelly Bean, what up? Jamal Davis, what up? Sean, David Scott III, King the Bad Guy. And these are people, any other day I post a video about some news from boxing scene, or I am Trill Will in the building. Go support my brother. I am Trill Will. Yes, sir. Put your link in the chat. My man, I'm not gonna say he's back. He never left. And I went to the comment section just to see, and I had a ball. That's right, moth to flame. I had a ball. I said, oh my God, really? Really? Mr. P. Depps in the building. It was effing hilarious. Even after I went into the chat, I said, are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? That is the most I ever, Marquez, salute. That is the most I ever commented on any of my posts. Ricky Williams, salute. It was funny. I said, oh my God, D-Man Jr., salute. I said, wow. And the reason why I did that, because I needed to see exactly who's knocking on the door trying to get in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I want to know exactly who's knocking on the door trying to get in. Like they're trying to get in now and they can't get in. So what they do, since they can't do that, they're trying to take an issue on your lawn. That's what they did. I said, oh my God, these guys are so... Were you not listening to the video? One, Duke Todd salute, one jerk said, hey, I only listened to the first 2 minutes of the video. I ain't listened to all of it. Exactly. Exactly. You read the title, you listen to about 30 seconds, and you think you know every damn thing. Question, family. You pick up a book, you read the first 2 pages. Do you know what the book is about? Jesus Christ, that was easy. And everybody, the haters I'm talking about, flooded to that video. Oh, we got Drew on something. We're going to tell him how incompetent he is. No. You know what you idiots did? You paid me. You paid me. How silly are y'all? You know what? I'm going to put up a troll video. Like, I'm not even going to tell y'all when I'm going to do it. Because it don't matter how many gems I drop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean by that? Juan Manuel Marquez told him and showed him what he does and how he's going to knock him out in the 4th fight. And I'll be damned. He told him in the movie theater. He showed him and demonstrated it in the movie theater. Iron LeBron, Terry Smooth Jr. salute. You saw film study. He did it to a sparring partner, and then he knocked him out the exact same way. And I know y'all are listening right now. And, no, he really meant it. Yeah, okay, keep telling yourself that. Picasso, salute. The best part about trolls is that they don't know when they're being trolled. But every troll nets me dividends. Because you went to that video, and as soon as you clicked on it, you more than likely at some point saw a commercial. Cha-ching. Ancestral rage. Salute. So that's how I do. So anyway, Faith Across, salute. All right, I'm gonna confuse a lot of people, but follow me on this. Nuke Juice, salute. Where you been at, bro? All right, y'all see the man on the page. All right, we all know who he is. We all know who he is. All right. Now I want y'all to follow me. Let me diffuse. Wedding planning, man, salute. Whoever's getting wedded, whoever, if you're the wedding planner, salute to you. That's bread. And salute to anybody who's walking that aisle. That's a big step, and there's responsibility with it. Condo Loco Sports in the building. All right, so y'all see the brother on the page. Southern T Boxing, Santi L, FBT TV, salute. Now, I wanna diffuse everything. Sweet Tea, salute. I want to diffuse. DB Markham, salute. I want to diffuse everything. Sheldon Holmes. I want to bring y'all back to the year 2013. You know why? 2013 is when this man got his career started, his pro career. St. Louis Mix in the building, salute. All right, I'm gonna move this picture out the way so you can see my ugly face. Yeah, I'm ugly. All right, 2013. I seen this man in the Olympics. I believe it was at 2012. I said, yeah, man, this kid, potential, big kid, potential. Let's talk fighting, salute. 2013, he starts his career. I seen him off and on, all of the fights was aired over there in the UK, but, we have our ear to the ground because we're real supporters of the sport, right? I don't really pay attention to a lot of fighters early in their career unless they're shoved in our face like Vasily Lomachenko, but I don't want to go there. And this is no shade to Vasily, but I'll leave that for another video. But I would assume a manager / promoter or whatever, if you're moving a fighter, you don't just throw them in there with tough fighters. You want to build them. I get it. That makes sense. So 2013, he has 3 fights against people I've never heard of. I'm looking at his box rec, by the way. 2014, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights in 2014. All right, I recognize Michael Spry. 7 fights. Oh man, salute, brother. That's a lot of fights by today's standards in 1 year. Let me read it again to make sure I'm not bugging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights in 2014. Anthony Joshua was very busy. Ghost, what up? Anthony Joshua was very busy. I'm not mad at that. We know what that was about. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that? Now, let me pull something else out. I'm gonna show you something. Let us count. In 1 year, this fighter fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times. Gordon Lightfoot, salute. Dog Truth, Anwar Willis. 15 times when they started their career. Do you know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about Iron Mike Tyson. In 1985, he fought 15 times. Simon Bridgman, salute, family. 1985, he fought 15 times. I'll count it again just to make sure so no one calls me a hater or anything like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Mike Tyson fought 15 times when he started his career. Those were a lot of those cartoon type knockouts that we fell in love with. 1985, I was 10 years old. And I remember watching that. Ooh, oh, whoa, he knocking people out and they spinning and falling on the floor. And all we knew was that he was a badass because he was about 19 years old doing that. Don't we give Mike Tyson credit for his entire career? We celebrate him today. What are we really celebrating? We're celebrating his career, his skill set in the ring, depending on who he fought. Some people, Jeffrey Lopez, salute. It's a big block, salute. Some people celebrate his antics outside the ring. They celebrate the train wreck. Macadocious Mac of the South, salute. Mike Tyson fought 15 times in 1 year. Now watch this. Do we want to really rip Anthony Joshua for fighting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in 2014? Would that be fair? If we're celebrating Mike Tyson, we can't rip Anthony Joshua for fighting 7 times in 2014. Salute to the General, 78 Sports TV. What it do, Drew? Salute to the chat, hashtag LDBC. Salute to the General. Everyone put a G in the chat for the General. He made this lane possible. Diggity down. Down. Go to Lightfoot, salute. Okay? Now I want y'all to follow me on this because in case you're wondering, there's no clowning today. I've clowned AJ, I've clowned a lot of fighters, but I'm gonna make a point today. I'm gonna make a point today. So follow me on this. AJ fights 7 times in 2014, and I don't have a problem with it. Not when Mike Tyson fought 15 times in 1985. So I ain't got a problem with anything AJ did in 2014. As a matter of fact, he was on my radar back then. I said, man, look at this kid. I know what they're doing. They're putting him in the ring with guys that, look at this. One guy's 22 and 15. He's supposed to get him out of there. One guy was 28 and 8. Okay, fine. He's supposed to get him out of there. One guy was 21 and 9. One guy was 38 and 9. Yo, listen. Michael Sprott was 42 and 22. AJ was supposed to get him out of there. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand? Come on, man. All right. So we get to 2015. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times he fought. 5 times he fought in 2015. Now, here's where Trick Notes in the building. Here's where Cedric Taylor, salute. Brian S., salute. Stormy said half those dudes didn't even have moms. Thank you, Brian S. Smash the like button. This isn't a diss video. I'm going to make a point. New Fat Boy Fitness in the building. That's the fam right there. I'm going to make a point. All right? Right here, 2015 was essential. He fought 5 times. Here's where he really turned my head. He fought a fighter by the name of Kevin Johnson. That was for the World Boxing Council International Heavyweight title. You know, whatever. Right? Those titles over there. He fought Kevin Johnson. We know who Kevin Johnson is. He beat him. Stopped him. Right? He fights Gary Cornish, but right here, his last fight in 2015 was against who? JC, salute. A fighter by the name of Dillian White. I'm not clowning today. HMC, salute. I'm not clowning today. Now, this is where I want to say mainstream got to know him because they made that a big fight. How did they make that a big fight? How did they sell it to us? How did they make us turn our heads? We found out that they had a rivalry already. So it was domestic, which was cool. And Dillian beat him in the amateurs. There's video, I don't know if it's still up, but there's video of it on YouTube. That's where I saw it. Salute to my brother from the UK, Mo Boxing. He said, AJ, one of my favorite fighters. Wish you left Edward, though. Salute, Drew, hashtag LDBC. Salute to you, family. He's over there. He's in the thick of it. And you see what he said, right? AJ is one of his favorite fighters. This is the point I'm making. Tab Investment, salute. I'm going to get Winston Lee, salute. Follow me. He fights Dillian White. You find out they have not only a domestic rivalry, but they fought already in Phenomenal Mexican, salute. I'm not clowning today. I promise you. I'm not clowning. I'm making a point. So they had a domestic rivalry because Dillian beat him. I think he stopped him in the amateurs. And they fought. It was a good fight. He buzzed AJ. But one thing I noticed in that fight was AJ had heart. Can we agree on that? AJ has heart. We can agree on that. Right? Salute to Mr. Mont. In that super chat, much love and appreciation. 807B1, salute. Silvestri, what up, man? So he buzzed him. AJ remained calm. We all saw it. He came back. He knocked Dillian out. Now, two things I took from that fight. I was impressed. General Squirrel, salute. Now, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Cass, salute. Ratchet since 91, salute. Now watch this. I'm going to get to all of that. And watch this. Two things I took from that fight. Bumpy Thompson, salute. I said, I like the fact that these guys both showed up and showed out. It was a good fight. It was a domestic rivalry. I know they made some money. I know a lot of people want to see it again. To some people's eyes, that's a rubber match because they fought in the amateurs. Dillian won. They fought on a pro level. AJ won. Why not see a rematch on the pro level? DP Rocker, what up? I didn't have a problem with it at that time. But Eddie Hearn had other plans. And the show began. Because after that win, right, now he caught our eye. Chef the King, salute. He caught our eye. Right? Now, who in the chat remembers when we, the American fans, were supporting AJ? Who remembers that? Who remembers that? Seriously. Am I the only person who remembers that? I was here for that. Remember that? I didn't have a problem with AJ at all. I didn't. There was no unique dawn, salute, sis. There was no problem with AJ. He's undefeated. He had a tough fight at that time with Dillian White. He showed heart. Big guy. He seemed to be tough. They were putting the Lennox Lewis cape on him already. You remember that? I had people arguing with me already. They were trying to pick fights with me. When I was on Facebook, they were trying to pick fights with me. This is the next Lennox Lewis. He's better than Lennox. I said, chill. Don't put the cape on him. We don't know if he's Lennox Lewis yet or if he's Frank Bruno. Don't do that to the kid yet. Don't do that yet. Wait. He has a whole lot of career left. Stop putting these capes on these dudes. How many next Michael Jordans were there? Harold Miner, Grant Hill, who had a great career. Glenn Robinson. Let it develop, man. Stop putting these capes on these kids. Adam said more like Jerry Lewis. Stop. I'm not clowning today. I'm giving you a timeline. I'm giving you a timeline. Nicholas Lane, salute, man. Shout out to Australia. No doubt. I'm giving you a timeline because I wanna bring y'all back to help y'all see something. I wanna show you how we got all the way here. So it was at that time we had no issue with Mr. Anthony Joshua. None. Zero. In fact, we were supporting AJ. Were we not? For two reasons. Number one, we actually appreciated what he did. In any fighter, especially coming out of the UK, that can make some noise is always great. Why? What makes boxing? Rivalries. He already took care of his domestic rivalry, but he had a rival over here. You know, like Mexico versus Puerto Rico. So we said, yo, look at this brother. That's dope. Anthony Bolton, salute. I said, that's dope. Yeah, look at him. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he came back to win? Wow. Okay. Nazi, salute. Okay. And I'm going to tell you something else that's going to go right over your head. We didn't even have a problem with Dillian White back then. Remember that? We applauded both of them. Remember that? Just like we ain't got a problem with Del Boy, Derek Chisora. We got a problem with him. Remember that? There was no problem. There was no problem. Now, he beats Dillian White. Here's where it got interesting. Very next fight, Eddie Hearn reaches in his pocket and says, I got $8 million for Charles Martin for that IBF. Charles Martin goes to Al Haymon and says, yo, let's keep it honest. Charles Martin is not a superstar, and no disrespect to Charles Martin. I'm just telling you how it is. He's not like a superstar. He's not selling seats. So Eddie Hearn pretty much bought the belt off him. He said, yo, I got this $8 million right here. Do you want it? So Charles goes to Al and says, yo, I don't know. Am I going to make that anywhere else? He could have fought Deontay, but he wasn't going to make $8 million there. Can we agree on that? I'm just keeping it real. He'd have lost to Deontay, and Deontay would have had the IBF. Now, I know we was all saying, look, if we knew this was going to be the headache it was going to be, Al should have advised him to go and fight Deontay. But you got to understand, Al is an advisor, and that would be against Charles Martin's financial interest. It would have been for the betterment of Deontay because he'd have had 2 belts. But if you're an advisor and you're advising a fighter impartially, would you tell your fighter to go make $8 million or go make 1.2 or 2 million? I don't know what he would have made fighting Deontay. I don't know the numbers. But even if it was 4 million, which one? Go make the 4 or go make the 8? So he advised him, yo, $8 million, go get it. And he went and got it, and AJ beat him. That's what happened. I'm giving you the short version. That's what happened. AJ beat him. Okay, that's what happened. So that's how AJ ended up with the IBF. All right. He defended it against Dominic Brazil. You know, he stopped him. He fought Eric Molina, stopped him. And then, all right, so he fought 3 times in 2016. He was pretty busy in 2016. I'll give him full credit for everything in 2016. Then 2017. Vladimir Klitschko. Was a Vladimir Klitschko not a great fight to watch? Let's be honest. I watched it. I had fun. Vladimir Klitschko at 40 years old. He was up for that fight. He looked good in that fight. Wayman Davis, salute. Mike 202, DP Rocker. Yeah, Mr. P. Dubs. AJ struggled. Yeah. Ate a right hand, laid him down. I said, ooh, uh-oh. I said, oh, shoot. And he was on the floor smiling then. I said, oh, man, was he all right? Then he gets up. He was trash talking during the fight. I said, okay. Bing, bing, bing. He stops Vladimir. Now, mind you, Vladimir had to get off the ground at first, drops AJ. AJ got up and did his thing. I liked that fight. I liked that fight a lot. All right, Al Green, salute. Now, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a diss video. I'm giving you a timeline, and I'm doing this for a reason. Okay? After that Klitschko fight, I specifically, because there was no issue with AJ. Snacks B, what up? I specifically remember Al Green. Yes, I wanted AJ to win that fight. He's a young, up-and-coming upstart. What was Vladimir going to do with an IBF belt? What was he going to do? So I said, now's the time. This guy has a serious fan base. And of course, let's be honest, with every fighter, you have supporters and you got extremists. I know a lot of people call us extremists. We're not. Whatever. But I know how to shift through the garbage. I was on Facebook at the time. See, I told you he's greater than Lennox Lewis, and Lennox Lewis is jealous of him, and I tuned all that out. It was that Vladimir Klitschko fight. I specifically remember us here saying, yo, now's the time. Now's the time. We got him over here. We got a champion over here. Somebody's gotta go. We might be looking at an all-time classic. Let me get deeper. All right? And here's what I don't think, I think Eddie Hearn undermined it. The boxing section in the building. I think Eddie Hearn undermined it. The power of what we do here. He ignored it. He undermined it. He disrespected it. And I don't think AJ knew about it. But I'm gonna use a code word. All right? The demographic. the demographic, huh? I'm going to call us the core audience. And I want you to think about something. Deontay Wilder will always be Deontay Wilder. But the core audience was quality control. Because if there was no core audience, the demographic, if there was no core audience, what do you think they did to fighters like Clarissa Shields? I mean, hey, she already didn't get Fighter of the Year. I think she deserved it. If there was no demographic, if there was no core audience, so I think AJ, I don't think he understood the power of the core audience, especially the core audience that was supporting him right here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I don't think he knew about it. The old way is running up on Sky Sports and Matchroom and all of those guys, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But we got states right here. Javi, salute. Scripted Virtuoso. We got states right here in the United States that are bigger than the UK. So you a rock star over there, that's fine. But remember, we kept saying, nobody really knows him over here like that. But they kept beating us in the head. Worldwide star, worldwide star, worldwide star. Let me tell you something. David Beckham walked down the street in Manhattan. He did. And you know the only people that recognized him were the hot dog guys and the pretzel guys. You know why? Because those guys are foreigners. They speak different languages. And soccer is a worldwide sport. But it's not big like that in the United States. I mean, we have a soccer team. 88 Sports Talk, salute. We have a soccer team. Olympics. But no. How do I know that's true? I literally bumped into David Beckham. Didn't know who he was. Oh, excuse me. Oh. But then he walked down the street. The hot dog vendors, hey. I was like, who the fuck? And my friend, he's a yardie. He knew he was. He played soccer. He said, oh, yeah, man, it's David Beckham. I said, who? Oh, the soccer guy. I said, oh, that is him. Oh, okay. No one cared. Boxing and Barbecue, salute. Winston Lee. No one cared. No one cared. It's New York. No one cared. Glanza, I'm going to get to that. What I'm saying is it's different over here. But Eddie Hearn is a salesman. To be a good salesman, what do you have to do? You got to have the gift of gab. Having that gift of gab, along with the complexion for the protection, it did help him. Eddie Hearn has a fan base. Did Don King have a fan base? Does Bob Arum have a fan base? Name one manager or promoter that has a fan base. Please exclude Floyd Mayweather because he's a former fighter. Eddie Hearn has a fan base. The game changed right in front of us. I saw a video of him with shades on and he's trying to talk with swag. And I'm like, every time to put a mic in this guy's face, he thinks it's showtime. I've never seen anything like this. Does Barry Hearn have a fan base? What about Frank Warren? Does he have a fan base? Isaiah, salute. Does he have a fan base? This was like, the game changed right in front of us. And it got aggravating because we knew what should have been done. We knew it should have been done. And it wasn't done. Right after that Klitschko fight, AJ and Wilder was supposed to fight right after that. You sprinkle a little bit of that Floyd Mayweather game plan, letting fights marinate. these guys, Floyd Mayweather, and I respect what Floyd Mayweather did for the game as far as himself. But I want you to understand something. He had us, not me, but he actually had fans talking about allowing fights to marinate. That type of language used to be kept behind closed doors, BBG salute, behind closed doors amongst managers and promoters. You look, I got this kid, he's 20-0 with 19 knockouts. You got this kid, he's 18-0 with 18 knockouts. Look, let's just get them some work with some lesser guys. They got a fan base brewing. Let's get their knockouts up. And next year, we can make big money. But let's let this fight marinate. That's supposed to be out of earshot of us. We should be, WJ Luckett, salute. We should be on some, yo, let them fight, let them fight, let them fight. And they need to be giving us all kinds of excuses or they can't fight because it's not in the schedule. I got a contract. They need to be beating us in the head with business that they think we don't understand. But letting a fight marinate, that's not something that used to be hush hush. Now, not only are they talking about it out loud, they're telling us, yo, we're not going to give you what you want and you're going to like it. They're telling us that. But they got the fans talking about what makes sense. No, listen, we're the consumer. I want what I want now. What is this fight marinating? Let me jump ahead a little bit. We let the Wilder and AJ fight marinate. Look at where we're at now. Wilder had to give a crackhead money and extend him a lifeline for him to get cheated. And AJ had to come to New York and get cheated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Both men lost. Both men have TKO losses. I don't care that AJ got his gold back. On his record, when he did decide to come to New York, when he came over here to the Mecca, what happened? That was not in the plan. That was not in the plan. Letting a fight marinate. Let a fight marinate. What happened? What else happened? A global pandemic. Letting fights marinate, right? I'm talking to the fans now. Let a fight marinate, right? Oh, nah, you know, Teofimo ain't got to fight Devin. Let that fight marinate. Mm-hmm. Yep. Loma versus Devin. Let it marinate. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Look at where we at now. If it's supposed to happen, let it happen. I don't buy into that marinate stuff. I'm not a manager. I'm a consumer. Stop acting like y'all are insiders. Stop it. What you need to be saying is, yo, look, I understand why they're doing it. That's why I always say, I understand the business of boxing, but I don't like it. I understand what he's doing, but I don't like it. Donnie side, salute. I don't like it. You can't make me like it. So after he fights Vladimir Klitschko, I felt he should have fought Deontay right there. He goes on to fight Carlos Takam. I'm looking at the box rec right now. All right. He fights Joseph Parker for that fourth strap. He beats Joseph. I don't want to harp on that. Because the whole time while, I didn't want to get into that. Now right there, when he beat Joseph Parker, he had 4. He was up 4 because remember the whole time while the fans, Wilder and AJ fans were beefing with each other online, friendships getting destroyed over this, friendships getting destroyed, people start getting personal and it got crazy. People stopped speaking. Bruce Ghost, salute OG, CMB 100. People stopped talking to one another over this. It just got way too personal. Remember that? And while AJ and Wilder was beefing and that was bubbling, Joseph Parker was in the bushes like, he said, let me go ahead and fight AJ. I don't want none of that Wilder smoke. That's what happened. Give me the short version. That's what happened. He could have fought Deontay, but that's what happened. He fights AJ. AJ beats him UD. So now AJ has all this gold, and I'm the A side. We all know what happened there, you know. And I'm skipping over a lot of stuff in between. Y'all, we was all here for it, because by now, after the Parker fight, you remember that was when I got really upset because AJ made the comment, "I'll freeze him out." Now let me explain to you what that is. And Bruce Goes is in the chat. So he'll know, he'll understand. He's an OG, he'll understand. That term, freeze him out, I'm still not convinced AJ understood what he was saying. That was Eddie Hearn talking. I'm not sure he understood what he said. Freeze him out. First of all, you're in a sport where boxers are like in a fraternity, man. You understand? Mike McCallum went to Marvelous Marvin Hagler. This came from Mike McCallum. Rest in peace to Marvelous one. And he went to him, and long story short, he said, yo, why didn't you ever give me that shot? And Hagler had no answer for him. And McCallum was like, he didn't give me a chance to eat. Of course, it's a payday. But you were supposed to do that for him. And at that point, when he said that in the ring, I was like, yo, come on, bro. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. And it's not like Deontay's ribs are touching. He was already a millionaire. You remember all the talk online? Oh, he can't sell out Alabama. He's the brokest heavyweight champion we ever know. Remember all the disrespect? I shifted through all of that because people don't know what's in that man's bank account. Like I said before, I want to be broke like Deontay. If he's the brokest heavyweight champion in the world, I want to be broke like that. But remember, back then, we weren't talking about money. We weren't talking about what a lot of these freaks were talking. Mr. Pat, salute. We weren't talking about what all these freaks were talking about. Body parts and legs and abs and, you know, one of these freaks calling up BFTV show, talking about, oh, I really think he could lay it down in the bedroom. All of that, it got, when I tell you it got out of hand, it was comical at this point. It got out of hand. All we wanted was the fight. Here's the deal. Do y'all remember when we never had a problem with AJ? Do y'all remember when we said, yo, AJ's the best over there? He proved it. And now he has 4 straps. He proved it. There's one more to go. All we want to see is who's the best between them. Do y'all remember that? I could shift through all the insults because I understand it. That's my guy, ride or die. I've been through this already. We was just coming off of the Flomo and Pap Tart era. So I was numb to all of that. I'm like, okay, this guy, yeah, he crazy. And yeah, you know, I can ignore certain things. But you want an example about how crazy people got with this thing? You think I'm lying? See? I didn't want to leave that up to be read too long because I don't want to get flagged. But I mean, yo, that was an actual email sent to BFTB. I was like, yo, what? What? Yo, yo, I assure you, it wasn't us. Those cats over there took it too far. We was like, whoa, what is all of this? All this talk about genitalia? Yo, it got crazy. And it wasn't us. Why? We don't joke like that. We don't. And then when we called them out on it, like, yo, what's all this humor about? You know, what's all this humor about with your bum out? And all of these genitalia jokes, you just don't understand UK humor. No, that's not UK humor, dude. Don't put that on an entire country. That's you. And that's light compared to the other stuff I read, man. These are the freaks that were calling up BFTB show. Remember when we was doing Google Hangouts? These were the freaks calling them up on a daily basis. And it was comical. I said, I can't believe this. This is crazy. Dwayne Freeman, salute. Bert, what up? I said, what is... Huh? Where we go? Where did this go? Hold up. I was trying to slow it down back then. I was like, slow it down. Wait a minute. Y'all think AJ is the best. Great. I think Deontay beats him. How do we find out? Fight. They're boxers. Fight. Justin Hawkins. And I had Big Dog Willie, salute. I had no malice towards AJ. Never did. The problem was fans like that. They hijacked him. They took the plane and rammed it into a building. And Eddie Hearn didn't help things either. He didn't. I understand why he did a lot of things, but I don't agree with it. This is why Eddie Hearn will never talk to our platforms. He'd rather disrespect it. He'd rather disrespect it because he don't understand it. And guess what? If he did understand it, AJ would have been talking to us a long time ago and things wouldn't have been so rough. Yo, I'm going to give you another gem. Don't nobody hate AJ. Did you know that? You ever saw a group of people? It's like, yo, that group is cool, but that dude right there that's always with them, something with that guy. Now, when AJ made that statement, Jacoby in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said, salute, Drew. AJ was terrified of Deontay from the start. He used any reason to avoid the fight. And this the behavior, you can't dispute this because of the behavior. Now, this is what people believe. Rightfully so. Why? Because how many times did Eddie Hearn move the goalpost? Remember when we say that these guys be talking and then never on the same page with their management? Like Tyson Fury right now. Bob Arum said everyone had the COVID. It ravaged through the camp. Tyson's the only person that had it. We don't know who else had it, but it ravaged through the camp. So much to the fact that 24th came and went. No fight. We got to wait till October 9th. He's running around in the UK right now with no goddamn mask. What? Who got it? Who got it? Who's on first? Who's on second? No one's on the same page. So I firmly believe that was what was happening. Eddie was saying one thing. Y'all remember to check your email. I won't sell my soul for $50 million. I don't think that Eddie Hearn actually sat down with AJ and said, yo, listen, let me do all the talking. I think it's time right now, and I think this is perfect timing. I would love for AJ just to talk. I mean, on a personal level, and not in front of no damn cameras in the UK, whatever. I think AJ would have did a lot better. Do y'all agree? Do y'all think AJ would have did a lot better if he was in tune with his, because he had, believe it or not, remember I said the demographics, aka the core audience, which he had here. Don't you think it'd have been a lot better if he was in touch with his core audience here? Because if he was doing that from the jump, by the time he came to MSG, there'd have been more Americans in there actually supporting him, not just banging on the keyboard online and, you know, just, they don't really know boxing, but they see Lennox and then they heard the Lennox Lewis comparisons and they said, okay, this is the guy, handsome guy, nice teeth, built. I'm a root for this guy. Don't you think he'd have done a lot better if he showed, and I don't care what channel he spoke to, don't you think, see, because when he came and fought at the Garden, there was more British people than anything. And I said, does that really count? We all know the Brits put on miles to support their guys. The British fan base are loyal. Shout out to them. I always said that. Did I not always say that? Shout out to the British fans. They travel. But wouldn't it have been better if 50% of the audience in the Garden were the demographic? New York City most hated on, salute. Is this making sense? Watch the salute. Now, I'm not talking about the politics much, because the things that happen in between, like when he said freeze you out, I say I'll still stand on it. I don't think that was him talking, because I don't think he understood exactly what that is. Freezing out is what happened to the Black Murderers Row. Y'all better go subscribe to Stormy B, man. Somebody put his link in the chat, because he got a gift for y'all on Friday. Do not miss that premiere. Do not miss Stormy B Man's premiere. And I'm mentioning Black Murderers Row for a reason. I'm mentioning that for a reason. My point is, AJ had a core base over here that no one knows about. I don't even think AJ knew about it over here. Now, I've clowned around on AJ, but that was out of defense. And, you know, I'm doing a show, and I clown around a lot. But I'm not joking right now. I supported AJ. What made me like kind of back off wasn't really AJ. We all know what it was. But if AJ was in touch with his core audience over here, he'd have had an easier way to go. Now, he came over here, and I'm not going to get into everything, but he came over here, he lost in the Garden, and I'm not going to get into everything. He didn't look right in that fight. I'm not going to get into all of that. But he lost. He lost. Now he has an L. And I don't even think Eddie Hearn saw that coming. He took an L. Deontay took an L. Now they both got L's on their records. Now AJ got his win back. Okay? And I'm not getting into all of the rigmarole, things that he could have did, should have did, whatever. What's done is done. But I believe that he has, in my opinion, what I call a second win. A second win. What he can do, what I would like to see him do, is connect. I would say reconnect, but he never connected. What he can do is connect with the core audience and have him tell us who he really is. Because the only thing we know is what he talks about over there in the UK. And he's talking with his people. Come talk to us. We'd appreciate it. Settle us down. You know what it's like? It's like, y'all watch wrestling. When a heel turns face, you know what that means? A bad guy turns good. The guy been a bad guy all this time, then something happens in the ring, and then next thing you know, they're cheering for him. I believe that if AJ just started talking and like on a personal level, that would diffuse a lot of things. And I believe that listen, I ain't got enough time in this thing. Salute to Tom Etheridge in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, Richard Schaefer said AJ should have fought Charles Martin in the U.S. and he would have had the U.S. fan base forever. But Eddie makes bad decisions for AJ. And you know something? I forgot about that. That's true. And I was looking right at it on box rec. He didn't have to fight. He should have fought Charles Martin in the U.S. Matter of fact, why did he could have fought Charles Martin in the theater? It's next door to the Garden. You could have fought him in the theater, man. Why not? Sudha Fahim, Sadat, Sortor, what up, fam? He said, man, F that ninja, talking about freezing Wilder out. I was done after that. Bro, listen, when he said that, I was throwing punches in the air. Because, Fahim, I feel you on that. I was throwing punches in the air. I said, no, you don't say that. Black Murderers Row, that's the definition. Do y'all even know what that is? I would love to ask AJ. Boli, salute. I would love to ask AJ, do you understand what the Black Murderers Row is? And if he hasn't, please research it, because those were fighters that were frozen out. They were put in a bubble made to fight each other. While everybody else ran off and did their things, they were avoided on purpose. They were frozen out. That's why that statement not only shouldn't be used amongst fighters from fighter to fighter, but black fighter to black fighter, definitely not. Definitely not. Did y'all see Blue Blood's video on what Errol Spence said about Bud Crawford? Go watch that video. Very powerful. Go watch the video. He put it up yesterday night. And shout out to his son. His son got married. You don't say that. Fighters aren't supposed to say that to one another. Black fighters in particular, due to the history of the Black Murderers Row. You can't say that. And that's why Rasheed Walk, salute. That's why I hit the roof with that. I said, no, bro, what are you talking about? That's why I said, I don't think, Andrew Charles, salute, I don't think he understood the power of that statement. He heard it from somewhere. And you see, this is me giving him the benefit of the doubt. You see that? No one can ever tell me that I'm not fair. I'm still standing on it. I don't think he understood the power of that statement. I know he understood what it meant, but I don't think he understood the power of it. Like the first Rush Hour, when Jackie Chan walked into that bar with Chris Rock, and then he went to the back room and he heard Chris Rock say something, and then he just thought that that's how we greet one another, and he went to the bar and said, "What's up, my nigga?" He's like, "What? What's up, my nigga?" Fight, pool sticks and everything. He didn't understand the power of the word. He didn't understand. He was in China all his life. I just think it's time right now in this part of his career that he needs to start just talking. Like, I think it's AJ, he can fix this. And I know he don't think it's broken. But I will go out on a limb and say that there's things over here that he doesn't understand because he never spoke. Think about this. Can you imagine if he was talking to his core audience, and it could have been anybody. It could have been black. It could have been 78. Do you think we would be as rough on him? I think he'd have felt more comfortable and more motivated to fight Deontay. But between Eddie Hearn and these ridiculous fans, I just showed you this email, all of that, they hijacked AJ from us because he was here. John Cono, salute. They hijacked him from us because he was here and we were supporting him. You know what, AJ? Come on back, man. Come on back. We can help you, bro. We can help you. There's still a core audience here. There's still time. You got a lot of career left. And I'm not going to say you made any mistakes because you're a millionaire. So you did a lot right. But you can do more. Trust me. Lennox Lewis fought here. And if there was social media back then, he'd be bigger. He's huge now. But there's an audience here. We've been here. We've been here, brother. Come on with it, bro. There's still time. The fight between you and Deontay could be bigger. That's the fight. But let's not talk about that. Let's get to know you. No clowning, no joking, none of that. Whatever. We've been there, done that. You know what I mean? Come on back, fella. You know what I mean? We got to take those lemons and make lemonade. Because I don't trust, I don't trust Eddie Hearn. And I know a lot of the stuff you said, that freeze him out stuff, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that wasn't even you talking. That was him. I don't think you understood the power of that statement. Okay? And if you said it, if you meant it, it's whatever, man. But come reclaim your core audience because they hijacked you from us. By the time, if you was in touch with your core audience, 50% of the garden would have been your core audience. Even though it didn't work out for you. 50% of the audience, you felt at home because your home was there. All of the people came to support you. But imagine if your core audience was there to support you, 50% of them. You'd have sold a lot more seats, faster, and you'd have had our support, which speaks volumes. Ask Deontay, because we're quality control. We tell the truth. So you got the talent. So come on back. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late. It's never too late. Is that fair? Might shock a lot of people, but remember, we were supporting AJ years ago, and they hijacked the plane. It's still in the air. You can still break in that cockpit and take the plane back. What you gonna do, AJ? Seriously. Get it done. We get disrespected a lot over here. You know what I mean? About who we support. What if we go back to supporting you? What do you think gonna happen? It's about boxing. It's about boxing, right? It's about boxing, right? So let's generate some compliance. I'm the consumer. All All right. But I need you to introduce yourself to the American market by way of us. Because we was holding you down. We was holding you down. And, you know, you're still going to you have to deal with fans that are unforgivable. I get it, man. I get it. I get it. I get it. Respect is earned. Respect is earned, man. Respect is earned. Just remember, we were here for you. Yo, she the goddess. Salute. We were here for you, bro. So, that's my fair shake. That's my fair shake. And that's my opinion. Plane got hijacked. We can get it back. I know some people don't care. And for the people that don't care, I feel you on that. But this is me giving a fair shake. All right? I don't do this much. But it's cool. But I'm going to get out of here. Much love and appreciation to everybody in Super Chat, the Venmo, the Zelle, man. Much love and appreciation to all of y'all. I welcome all the families' opinion. Trolls, stay your ass outside where you've been, beating on the door. I'll see y'all in the comments section. I'll just block you there too. So. Oh, I love this option. It's hilarious. The general's on, y'all. Bronx on deck. Move!